This video was made possible by EA GameChangers. In today's video I'm going to show you all the build and buy items from the Sims 4 Dream Home Decorator game pack. I'm just going to take you through these ready-made rooms first. So there's a few kitchens available. They've gone really mad with the rooms in this pack actually, because usually you get like one or two, but there are quite a few available. So if you don't like building your own houses, then you can just use these rooms to make your houses. So there's quite a few kitchens, bathrooms, bedrooms. There's a lot of items in this pack that you can use in any room, and there's even bunk beds, which is probably the best thing ever for most people for this pack. I just remember them going on and on about how expensive bunk beds were to make, and then the Sims Mobile went, here's a bunk bed. As you can see from these rooms, there's a lot of modular furniture, which is something we don't really have in the game currently. Modular basically means that you can tailor it to fit your needs, so you can make it into what you want. So for example, in the living room you could have like a TV unit with all the cabinets around it, and in the bedroom you can join them all together to make that wardrobe as seen currently on the screen. So they come separately and then you put them all together, but I'll show you those in a bit. Let's take a look at walls first. So let's build a wall, that would be a good start. And then you can see here we've got one available in 8 different colours. It's like triangle looking wallpaper, I don't know how to describe it really. There's lots of triangles on it. I do like it, I just wish there were more wallpapers available. I think we could do with like a tiled one. But we've got to remember this is a game pack, so it should have more gameplay content than items available. But there are loads of beds, as you can see here, and quite a few of them are bunk beds. I'll show you all the items and then I will pick some out that I like the look of to talk about. So there's a lot of bunk beds. Some of them have items underneath them, but I've explained that more in a minute. We've looked at that row already. There's lots of chairs. There's a sofa there. A few counters, which is good because we can put them together with the other modular items. Some dining tables. Mostly there's bunk beds and cabinets, which isn't a bad thing. We've got some TV stands, there's quite a few of those, and some desks. And here we come to the modular items, so you can join these all together and make fantastic creations with them. I like how they are empty as well, so you've got room to fill them with other items instead of having, you know, items in them already. So we've even got some sinks and some baths there. We've got this llama statue here, which is kind of strange, but you know, llamas. There's curtains, mirrors, a few paintings, and some plants, and a tent as well. And here we come to like the clutter items, which, as you know, are my favourite. There's even shoes, so you can put those into the cabinets as well, which I really love. Down here we have some lights. Some of them are a bit strange looking. And we even have some ovens. They even have the induction stove tops, so you can put those onto your countertops. So you don't have to ruin your decor with a stove in the middle of it. You can just continue around with the countertops, which I really like. And there's some more clothes, so we can hang the clothes onto the racks. You'll see that a bit later on in this video. And some bookcases. That's all the furniture. Let's take a look at the doors now. So there's 3 doors available. I really like this one with the like wooden beams down the middle of it. These are all available in the same sort of colours. The single door has a few extra colours because it has like 2 lines across it in a different colour, if you would like it in that colour swatch. This is the plant we've already seen from the furniture. section, but I really like it. It can be placed inside or outside like most things anyway, but this can be found in the outdoor section too. And let's get some bunk beds out now and have a look at them. So this one's really interesting. It is a bunk bed and double bed combo. So I guess if you're trying to save space, it would be good for that. I'm not really sure the other purpose of it. So when I was first changing the colour of it, I was like, why isn't the other one changing colour? But that's because you'll find out later in the video, you'll see, I will work it out. But you'll see that it's not actually connected. So you can remove that double bed from underneath the bunk bed if you so wish. Like you could remove that desk. I like the desk under there, but I don't like the way around it's facing. I think it should be actually under the bed. But like with this one, you could place something underneath that bed if you wanted to, so you don't actually have to stick with the combos that they've made themselves. You can create your own. There's some really nice bunk beds here, a lot to choose from. This one's got a chair underneath it, just randomly, chair. I like the dresser one, I think that works really well. These are good space saving items, so if you wanted to build a really small house, you could do it much easier than you could before with these bunk beds. But this is where I realised, oh, you can actually move these items, so I could turn that round if I wanted to. So you don't have to actually keep it where it is, you can move it out. And we'll turn it round if you don't like the position of it. And this is where I realised that the colour swatch was only being changed for that one item because they're not actually connected. So here you go, we can change the colours of both of them. It's a learning curve, isn't it? I don't really like to see other people play the game before I get a chance to play it. So I do learn things as I go along, especially with The Sims 4. The next really exciting thing is the sofas. So you've got these like couches and you can join them together like so. It doesn't really work if you try and join it with a different one. But you can join it together. You can even use the longer one if you so wish. You join it together. Oh, I don't think I actually do it in this video. But anyway, you can join them together and make like L shapes out of them. So it turns, so like the same way it does with a counter, you can do that with these chairs. I don't do it in this video for some reason. I must have worked that out after I recorded this. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Let's take a look at some chairs now. So we've got this, it's called the Masterpiece chair. I really like it, it's a good shape. And then there's a footstool to go with it. Most of these, like the chairs, are the same colour swatches. This is the dining chair. I think there's actually a few others you could use as well. And there's a nice stool here. There's quite a few chairs. Then there's also a sofa, so if you didn't want to use those chairs to make yourself the L-shaped sofa or whatever shape you wanted to make with it, you can just use a normal sofa. I like this coffee table. It's a bit strange though because it looks like there's fabric on the top of it. So I don't know whether you can actually place anything on it or whether it's just a decorative item. So these are the countertops. And there's one to go on the wall. I like that it's got a few items in it already. I know I said with the other ones I like that I can put my own items in it, but it's also nice when there's a few items in some of them so you don't have to constantly fill every single space on your own. This brings us to the modular furniture now. So it's quite difficult to see at this point how this is going to work with all the modular furniture. Oh, that's a really large coffee table. think if you were to play around with it, you could create some amazing like wall pieces using this furniture, like I spoke about before. So some of them go on the wall and some of them go on the floor, and there's plenty of colours to choose from, so you can have whatever colour suits your Sims. Now these ones I really love. So they've got like the hanging rack underneath them. A bit later on in this video I will add some clothes to the hanging rack, but we haven't reached the clothes section yet, so we'll do that a bit later. I love these display cases with all the spaces, so you can put all the new clutter items in them. So again, you can add that to your wall cabinet wall and make a nice like display out of it. There's a couple of sinks here. This one's a bit boxy for me. I prefer the other one. I do like the baths though, both of them are really nice. I like that there's like new baths available in this pack, because usually with a lot of the packs they just sort of forget about the bathroom, although there's no matching toilet with it. This is a really cool tent. You can have it in 4 different colours. We're starting to move into the decorations now. So we've got this plant here, and there's some paintings. There's 2 mirrors, which is very unusual. Usually you only get 1. And some curtains. I really like the curtains. They're sort of like neutral tones. I do like that. I think they go well with like pastel coloured walls, or even bright walls actually, with like them like opposite. This is the llama, and there's a forbidden cereal bowl, which is absolutely huge. Yeah, see, I can't place the cereal bowl on that coffee table, so what is the point of the coffee table if you can't place anything on it? I don't know. But see, look, these items, these clutter items fit absolutely perfectly. Although the shoes look really tiny when they're in there and on there. But they fit perfectly in these like cabinets, which I really love. Because sometimes you're trying to place an item in a cabinet and it just will not go. Like the shelves, oh, it drives me mad. Items should be made to fit the shelves, but they just don't. And you have to spend ages resizing it or moving it up and down, and it takes forever. But I like how these just like slot in. This is a really interesting decorative piece. I'm not sure what the purpose is, but it looks quite interesting. I like these smaller cabinets. There's one open and one closed one. Slightly more realistic when your house is filled with boxes, I think. So that's one of the lights. Here is another one. I'm not really a fan of many of these lights. I think they look a bit strange. Yeah, they look like little hats. Right, so these are the clothes, and look, they just clip in perfectly. Well, I say perfect, just having a bit of trouble. There we go, perfectly onto the rack. Took like 3 attempts, but we got there. I definitely think I prefer the build and buy items than I did the creative sim items. I didn't think the creative sim items were really that nice. Some of them were looking a bit old and shabby. But I really like the modular furniture. I think it will work really well for like space saving designs, and the bunk beds are just so cool. I'm glad there's so many of them available. I would have been very disappointed if there were just 1 or 2. But this weird like sculpture thing here. I don't know what the point of that is. But nothing wants to go on that coffee table. It's a bit of a weird coffee table if nothing will go on it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I found the Creator Sim items just very boring. Check out my Creator Sim items video if you'd like to make your own opinion on whether they are or not. The link is in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and please subscribe to my channel to find many more Sims 4, Sims Freeplay and Sims mobile videos. Bye!